What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FTB Infinity on the HermitCraft server. So yeah, his last episode, we were here in this Runic dungeon, collecting keys, killing wither bosses, things like that. Since then, I kind of found a good way to get through these libraries really quickly. Now, I was showing we could use the lumber axe and, break out a 3x3 area, but when you got a draconic staff of power that can go to a 9x9, yep, we're going to do that. We're going to go to the 9x9. We're also going to, set this thing to AoE safe mode false. What that'll do is it'll break chests and pretty much everything in here. So now we can just kind of come through this room and just clear it in no time at all, collect a bunch of stuff. Yeah, it really makes quick work out of this. Let's get rid of that cat real quick. And done. So, oh no. Okay, now we're done. So yeah, we got a bunch of stuff on the floor now. MODPACK updated and now it drops these folders instead of whatever those were before. I can't think of the name of those things. They were like the books that you could put the pages in. Now they're folders, so slightly different. So yeah, I can go ahead and hit my magnet and bring everything close to me. Let's go ahead and turn that back off. So I can just put things away. So we have flippers and swords and bookshelves and chests and magic chalk and all sorts of crazy stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of these oblivion frames, which is good. That'll help us out when we get to bees eventually. We're still gonna get there. I know I've been talking about it for a while and we haven't done anything with them yet. Let's go ahead and put this away. Yeah, lots of stuff you get out of these particular rooms. So I've been doing this for quite some time, looking for like really, really good stuff. We've been finding some iridium ore, which is decent, I guess, but I haven't found anything super worthwhile. Also, they sealed notebooks. Let's take a look at this real quick. So you right-click it, it turns into a folder, and then you can right-click it again, and then you can get all these different things. So zero length right away, that's pretty good as far as MODPACK random things go. Dark sun, that's not bad. Fog color and crystal block. So yeah, they changed this interface a little bit more. This is a lot better. It doesn't like freak out and stuff like the other ones used to. So yeah, good job on that update for MODPACK. I'm looking to see if we get anything really good out of this. Zero length, that's a good one. Rising phase, Stream Hills, and Nether quartz or block. I think I already had that one. Pretty sure I did anyway. I was also looking, since they updated MODPACK, a lot of the pages that we had that are kind of cheaty have been disabled. So yeah, no more cheaty stuff. But yeah, you can see how far I've gone through this particular Runic dungeon. Like, I was just going in a straight line. So far, like, these chunks don't want to load. But yeah, I was just going in a straight line, didn't bother lighting anything up. We should end up over by where our wither killer thing is, though. Eventually, at some point. Let's go. Load chunks. I can see a skeleton way down the ground. Did you guys see that? I wonder if there is something outside of this dungeon that we can't get to. So yeah, our wither killer is right here. I just kind of went over this way and went straight down this way about 800 blocks. I also went down this way about 800 blocks, I think. But yeah, I cleared out many rooms and there isn't a whole lot of stuff here, unfortunately. I was hoping to get some really good stuff. It feels like this area is made specifically for like when you start the game and you want some loot chests or whatever to help you out. This is where you go. Actually, let's use our warp thingy. Charm of dislocation. I'll pull this guy back out. That cat is really getting on my nerves. Actually, let's use a safari net. What are you? Oh, if I put it in there, that thing's gonna kill it. Let's put it over here. What are you? You're a pig. And you are a wild deer. Okay. You get random things from those safari nets. I don't know if we'd ever get anything crazy like a boss monster. I suppose you could get a wither boss out of one of those. I don't know. So yeah, let's go back to my base. Fall through the world for a little bit while everything catches up. Alright. Yep, sometimes this happens where like the chunks don't load in all the way and then I have to leave and come back. Oh, there they go. They're loading in slowly. Yeah, I was kind of waiting for our energy cord to run down in power because I wanted to see this redstone signal get lower, but it's still at 7, same as it was last time, so I guess I'm just not using enough juice to make that thing go down. But yeah, let's head over here real quick. Oh my goodness, the chunks won't load. So right over here, I'll do an F3A, maybe that'll make things go better, I think so. This is our wither killing room that we were messing around with last time. So I've made some changes here. Okay, so I polished everything up. Yeah, we have a proper outline. I've changed out the glass here from that mana glass to be Runic glass. I was kind of thinking after that mistake, well, what would have been a mistake at the end of the last episode, if a wither boss doesn't go down to the portal, if it stays in here, what is it going to do? It's probably going to break the blocks around it and fly away, and that's just going to be bad. So I have replaced most of the blocks here with the Runic glass just to prevent that from happening. Even the top, we got the witherproof glass up there. I did leave an opening here on this side just in case, so if I have time and I can catch it, I'll break the glass out and remove any blocks or whatever. But one thing I did change. The problem we were seeing last time, whoop, that piece of glass is gone. The problem we were seeing last time is like this dispenser or autonomous activator would place out, or I'm sorry, I guess it'd be like this one down here, would place out a soul sand, and then it would try and place another one which would go below it. So in order to prevent that from happening, I have put in glowstone nooks down here. So if this places a block, there's no place down here because that nook is taking up that spot. So there won't ever be a full block here, and the wither boss can't get trapped on those blocks on either side. So I've done that on both sides. On the top, I have put glowstone strips, just in case it happened again. Maybe this one placed a soul sand and then decided to place it on top of it, and then this one put a skull up here or something. Yeah, that can never happen because we have these strips up here. So the only place it can place the skulls and the soul sand is directly in front of the autonomous activators. So yeah, that problem has now been solved. Okay, so I will grab one more piece of mana glass. Ooh, this guy. Mana glass. Oh, can't place it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I cleaned that up. I cleaned up the rest of this thing. The wiring behind, I mean, you can still see the wires, but they go through one of the, I forget the name of that thing. It just says laboratory block. It's Ender IO painted block or whatever, so it matches the rest of the stuff around it. I do have an elevator down here so you can see what's below. So that cable comes down here and it's getting its power from this tesseract. And then we have insulated redstone cable. Okay, so in the front we had a lever on, which side was it? Yeah, we have a lever on this side. And then we have a button on this side. So the lever, when we power this redstone cable, comes over here and it powers this timer. This timer is set for 1,000 milliseconds or 1 second. So as soon as this thing gets signal, it's going to start spinning around and send a pulse, and spin around, send a pulse, once every second. That pulse comes over here, goes into this pulse former, which changes it from whatever length that is into a 1 tick pulse. That 1 tick comes up this redstone cable and puts the soul sand. I have a repeater here with 2 ticks, so that same pulse goes through there, it sends out the soul sand, then 2 ticks later, it goes through a green channel, goes through that same thing, and then places the skulls on top. The button is the same thing, except it just goes straight down here and then does the pulse former, and then that just one time. The lever sets this timer on and it keeps sending pulses over. Okay, anyway, kind of probably a bad explanation of what's going on here, but if we press the button, we can see a wither boss, right? If we flip the lever, we can see many wither bosses, and that's what I think is really awesome. We can spawn wither bosses once every second. They go into that dungeon dimension where they're gonna get killed, and we will end up getting nether stars. If we look in here, we'll be able to see this start going up once every second. There we go, 7, 8, 9, yeah. So this is pretty awesome. Let's turn that off. Oh, you know what? I think if we get there, you can see all these guys over here being killed. awesome. So all that's happening here in this dungeon dimension where pretty much nobody's going to be around. So we don't have to hear those constant gongs of the wither boss actually doing its initial explosion or it dying or anything like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this has turned out. Let's go back to the base and fall through the floor again. So yeah, we got plenty of nether stars. So I was kind of thinking, what are we going to do with that many nether stars since we have them pretty much infinitely on tap? I'm thinking we could check out the nether star generator. These guys right here. I've never used these before. I know they make a lot of power. Incredibly powerful generator that produces more energy than most systems can transfer BC. It will damage anything in a 10 block radius, right? From what I understand, the Draconic Evolution Energy Core, like these pylons, they don't have a limit on their input and output. So I'm pretty sure if we were to put a nether star generator like on one of these things, all of the power from that nether star would make it into this core. So I'm kind of curious to try this out and just see what we can do as far as like adding power to our system. I know we have those the turbines, but if we have another way of doing it, that's also pretty cool. Okay, so I want to make one of these guys. In order to make this, we have to do an unstable ingot block, which means we need 9 unstable ingots, and we need to craft those right away so it doesn't blow up and kill us. Can we do that? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we can do the stable method, can't we? You know what? Let's try this real quick. I'm going to make a bunch of these guys. How many does that turn into? That makes 7 stable ingots. Okay, let's make a little bit more. What was it? Gold nugget? Oh my goodness. Gold nugget. It was the division. The activated one. This has 170 uses remaining. And was it a diamond? I can't remember. Yeah. Let's make another stack of those. Actually, let's make 2 stacks of those. Okay, so we got a bunch of these things being made right now. So we'll go ahead and convert all these into the stable ingots. And then can I turn that into unstable ingot block? Now, if I craft this back the other way. Oh, I can't uncraft that. Interesting. So what does that look like? Can I place this down? That's kind of a cool block, I guess. Right. So let's fix our tool right now before there's an accident. AoE safe mode true, and we will put this back on a 1x1. Okay. Yeah, we don't want any accidents. I don't want to accidentally click something and like half my base is erased. That would just be completely terrible. So to make one of these, we need the furnace, which I don't believe we have already made. Nether star, we should have everything here. Okay, so there's a nether star generator. Pretty easy. And we have 200 stars. Nice. Alright, so I'm also curious if that nether star generator will hurt us with this Draconic Evolution armor. I'm not sure if it will or will not. So yeah, I think we're going to stick it right here for now. Wait, is that how that works? I can't remember. I think that'll put the power out. I'm not sure if it will or won't. And this is set to... Okay, now it's putting energy into the thing. So I think we just drop another star in here and we should be good. Let's eat a little food real quick. Oh, also, you might notice my hearts are green. The other day, I was just kind of flying around and I ran into the gyms and he's like, hey, do you want to fight this boss? I was like, sure. I have no idea what it is. But anyway, I fought this boss. It was a Britannia boss and I dropped this ring, Ring of Odin. And this thing... It says it's soul bound to me. I don't know if that means I can't give it to anybody else or what that means. If it just respawns when I die, I don't know. But anyway, this ring gives me an additional 10 hearts. That's why they're green. And it gives me a crazy regeneration. Like if I take that ring off, my hearts, I do believe, will turn back to yellow. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe they need some kind of an update. I don't know. Well, anyway, now we get fart bubbles. Anyway, yeah, I do believe when you take that ring off, it does make you lose those 10 hearts. And it seemed like it gave a fast regeneration. But let's put another star in here. Okay, so that is hurting me. There is no power being made in here. And this is going for 2 minutes, right? Is this gaining? That is gaining. Okay. Well, that's not bad. It looks like all the power is being transferred into that thing, right? So 40,000 RF. So all that's really costing us is for soul sand. If we find a way to actually create soul sand, we'll basically be able to run our whole base off Nether Star generator power, which is pretty awesome. Not as awesome as like these turbines. The problem with the turbines though is when you spin them up, like the blades after a certain distance become invisible. Like you can't see the blades back there. If I move back and forth, they kind of disappear. I was kind of hoping we would be able to see those blades and be able to see when this thing was going from a distance, but it doesn't really look like that's ever going to be the case. So we might change these out. We might do something different. I haven't quite decided yet. I mean, I do like the turbines. Maybe we'll just leave them here, but inactive. I don't know. I would like to reclaim all those blocks, or at least turn all of those into ludicrate blocks at some point. That's another thing we can use those nether stars for, is to make these blocks. So just plutonium, emerald, ender pearl, and nether stars. I think we're going to have to figure out how to come up with some emeralds. Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong thing. Emeralds, yeah, we have 2,000, which, you know, it seems like a lot, but if we need 2 blocks per ludicrate block, that's 18 each. I don't know if we're going to have enough for this recipe. We can also turn our Enderium blocks into ludicrate, but I'd rather reclaim those if possible. So I don't know. We got a few things to think about here. This thing is still going. Let's take the ring off now. See if it affects my health now that I'm taking a little bit of wither damage. Nope, they are still green. I wonder if it's because it's in my inventory. Nope, it doesn't appear so. Oop, threw it. Come here. Alright, let's put that back on our inventory. Oh my goodness, guys. Check out this ghast. He's got the, what is that, the cute ocelot hat on? That thing's humongous. That's awesome. Alright, let's kill it. Aww. Yeah, I was kind of hoping we could get one of these gas souls and have a crazy gas spawner. I did get myself a pigman soul. I'm not really trying. Basically, I came to the nether. I was looking for soul sand. There really isn't a good way for us to make the soul sand. Not until we get into bees and we can make soul wax. So yeah, I came to the nether to collect a bit of soul sand. We're able to do that really quickly with this tool. We do destroy the entire terrain as we're doing it because we're clearing out a 9x9 area. But yeah, it's really fast and effective. And continuing on with the random stuff, we are now in the middle of somewhere. We're going to do another one of these rituals for the divination sigil. My inventory is kind of full of these things, not quite full, almost full of them. I do believe all of these will be activated once we complete the ritual. So all we got to do is just wait for those things to start glowing. Then I can place down Mr. Sheep, or I could use Mr. Pig, who decided to wander over here. Sacrifice this little fella. And yeah, we will be able to activate all of our things. Oh, look at this. What? What does that sound about? I don't know. But our pig turned into a zombie pigman, so that's kind of cool. So now we can go ahead and move that. Whoop. Whoa there, little buddy. Calm down. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this stuff. Should be pretty easy since we have the huge AoE range. Oh, it won't let me do it. We're just killing all the blocks here. Get a U. Ah, is it because of this grass? I'm not sure. It might be because of that grass. Okay, well those blocks seem to have been destroyed, so pretty happy about that. We got a skeleton soul down there, which is cool. Get out of here. Now, is that all of it? No, there's a little bit left of this cursed earth. Yeah, the safe mode on this weapon is kind of weird. Okay, there we go. Think we got all the cursed earth. Right. So now I'll just go ahead and use my magnet, suck up all these things, send it back to my base, and we will continue on. Alright guys, so we made all those division sigils, and because of that I was able to make all of the stable, unstable ingots or whatever, and that'll allow us to make a nether star generator power multiplier times 8. So this is like 8 of those nether star generators in one. So that's going to be crazy. Let's go ahead and grab some nether stars here. I just want to see if the Draconic Evolution energy pylon actually will keep up with this one. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't think there's any limitation to this particular item, but it's still kind of cool to check it out anyway. So I'll stick that guy there. The interface looks exactly the same. I can hold 800,000 RF. Let's put in another star. So this is making 320,000 RF a tick. That is crazy. So that's going to charge this thing up pretty quickly. Let's just go ahead, I guess, and we'll drop in 15 of those. So that will keep using them up and keep charging up our energy core while we're here. So yeah, we are gaining power, so that's pretty awesome. 320,000 RF a tick is not bad at all. The only thing is, if we were to set up something like this, I'd want to put those, oh, I don't know, somewhere like far away where we would never be, because that withering effect or whatever, that's rather annoying. So yeah, we wouldn't want to be anywhere near that. But I think this would be a pretty viable power option if we were able to collect or create the soul sand. And it looks like the only way to really do that, we can use like a sludge boiler, or we can get into bees and make the soul wax. Soul wax plus some sand will make the soul sand. So I think that's probably going to be the best option if we decide to pursue this route. For now, I'm pretty happy with the fact that we're able to create wither bosses pretty much indefinitely. Just flip a lever and we'll collect nether stars. That is so awesome. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing this, letting a whole bunch of these guys collect, make a whole bunch of nether stars. We could do 9 stacks at a time right now just by letting that lever go. So that is really cool. Alright guys, well I tell you what, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here today. Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to get the things for the nether stars and all that stuff figured out. Getting this thing hooked up and debugging it, trying to figure out the best way to get this to go perfect every single time. So yep, I think we'll end the episode here today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. Bye bye.